Hey guys, my name is Rebecca and I have just finished my first semester of civil engineering at Ryerson slash TMU, and I thought I would share some tips and I thought I would share some tips and tricks I learned from my first semester and what not to do, because your girl does have a 2.5 GPA. But I have come to warn anyone who is watching this video what to do to prepare for their first semester of university or college. Alright, so here's my number one tip. My first thing I thought of when I sat down to write for this video was find your learning style. Once you find your learning style, you'll be able to comprehend things so much better. I think my number one mistake was going to my class, sitting down and just mindlessly copying down whatever my profs wrote notes, because that's what my profs would tell us to do, or that's what people that's what I thought you were supposed to do. But for me personally, when I go to class, I have to make sure I'm actively listening. Obviously everyone does, but writing down my own notes alongside the profs, making sure I understand it that way. My way of learning is I just have to override the notes to make sure that my brain is activated in order to learn. But some people, it's the complete opposite. Some people don't even need to take notes. They just need to visually or audibly learn, and this will take some time. Obviously you won't just know it immediately once you start school, but once you learn it, use it to your advantage. Okay. I remember most of my classes where I was actively learning, I got the best grades on. I did my best in physics, and I'm not gonna say I did extremely well. I got a B in it, a 3
bombastic side eye
GPA, but that was where I was taking the most notes, and then the other classes where I just mindlessly copying was where I barely passed. So do with that information what you will. So next up, I'm gonna say surround yourself with people that actually will make you study. During my midterms, I had a solid study group, and we got so much done, and I still had fun with them, and I still made so many good memories, and I did well in my midterms, I would say. Finals, I only had my one study buddy friend, and I love her. I love her so much. But I think having a group really made an impact on my study abilities, and when I was studying individually, I wasn't doing the best that I could. So make sure you find yourself a good solid study group. And I just want to preface, before finals, so my final GPA right now is 2.5, but before finals my GPA was a 3.5. Okay, so I wasn't doing bad until my finals. Okay, also my finals are worth 40% of my grade, so if I do bad on my finals, I do bad in the course, and that's just what it is, Also find friends where their learning styles are different from yours. For example, I have this one friend, and he learns really good by teaching others, and he sat down with me and he did he just went through an entire past midterm with me and explained what to do, and it helped me so much because I got to revisit and ask questions, and it helped him study for the exam as well. He did extremely better than me for context, but it helped him as well master the content. And I think that's also a really good study technique, is teaching others. However, to be able to teach, you need to be able to know the content, and I was not at that level for my finals. So hopefully get to that level. Which leads me to my next tip, which is study early. Okay, I remember there's a week before, or 2 weeks before my finals started, I took an entire week off because I was burnt out. I'm in engineering. You don't have time to be burnt out, especially your first semester. I should have locked in. I was slacking, not studying. I was wasting that.
In between exams, I would have 2 days where my one day, so I would finish an exam, and then I had 2 days to start into my next exam.
And I just took one of those days completely off because I was oh, I'm burnt out from the first exam. You don't have time to be burnt out. Get up and go do your studying.
Get your fucking ass up and work.
My finals and my GPA was clearly affected. So please, 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 please heed my warning and start your studying early. Do not try to cram. I mean, you're going to have to cram, but try not to. Okay? If that means getting ahead, right now, before my first semester, in a week after, once Christmas ends, I will start looking at notes, and I have to lock in before the semester starts. That's how Okay, here are my last 2 tips for everybody. Number 1 is make sure you have plans with your friends every once in a while, okay? Although it is very important, very, very, very important to study, it is not the end of the world if you have some plans. And I don't mean just like going out and drinking, okay? Make some plans with your friends to stay sober and go explore your city. I live in like the biggest city in Canada and I've barely been out. And it's like when I'm not studying, I'm like bed rotting. So when I'm bed rotting, you might as well go explore the city and go do something fun and surround yourself with people that make you actually happy, okay? You're gonna be young in your life. This is like the only time you're gonna be young in your life. So go out and do something before you get like a 9 to 5 and weekends are your only days to go do something fun. You know? We're young. Go do something fun now. Okay, and my last little tip is use school resources. You're paying for them. Go use the school gym. Go use your meal plan. I am a number 1 like meal plan hater. I hate my meal plan. However, I regret not using it more. I have like use your like flex dollars or whatever dollars the school gives you and go buy yourself a coffee. Go buy yourself an energy drink. Because that money's gonna be wasted. Go, please. Go use the money. Your school is milking you dry and probably making you go into debt. It's making me go into debt, I know that's for sure. So make them pay a little bit, okay? Alright, those are my 5 like tips that I just thought of after finishing my first semester. I will update you guys next semester on what worked and what didn't work. And definitely try to stay. I know this is like college acceptance times
For America and Canada. I know Canada where like people are still applying for universities, so I guess you can't really apply these, but I think you can apply these like in high school too, because I know finals in high school, they don't really matter though. That's the only thing. Like I think unless you're in like IB or AP, like I was in regular admissions and regular school, my finals did not matter. I was also averaging like an 80 in high school, so now that I'm going to uni and my average is like a 2.5, which is like a 70, 75, something like that, it makes sense because your average is supposed to decrease like 10% when you go to uni. But that just means I have to lock in more because your girl's gotta get scholarships. Alright, I hope some of these tips helped you guys, and good luck with next semester or whenever you're watching this. Good luck. Bye.